Today we'll be talking about the Chelsea versus Barrow Carabao Cup game, League Cup game, and this is a preview. Now, straight into it. This is a game I think Chelsea can win and should win. And though Enzo Maresca was indeed right to say, don't take this game lightly. It's one of those games that you think on the face of it is easy, and then you end up losing the game because um, the other team, Barrow in this case, decided to take the game very seriously, and they're up for it. For them, it's their own cup final. For them, it's one of the biggest matches of their season. And before you know what's happening, you probably lost the game or drawn the game, and you're forced to you know um, really struggle to sort of come out victorious in the game. So it's a game I think the team should take seriously, and I think apart from the Conference League, the League Cup or the Carabao Cup, I want to call it, is the one trophy that I think Chelsea can win. So probably finish top four, win the Conference League, and then also win the League Cup. So I think teams should go all out for it. But having said that, for me, I feel certain youngsters can be given an opportunity. So the question I ask is this game, especially this game versus Borough, is it the game for Chelsea to give youth? Is it time for youth? Is it a youth time? So for me, I would say yes. Not entirely, not go all out and put out a team of 18-year-olds, but certain key players or certain key academy players should be given some game time. Should even start, in my opinion. So for me, Josh Ashipong should start. I know Malo Gusto in the press conference, as Maresca said, he's fit and will be available for the game. But for me, I think he should play maybe 20 minutes in the game so he gets some game time but doesn't stress himself too much and gets himself really primed and ready for the Premier League game in the weekend. So for me, I'll go with Josh Achapong. And then as well, I would go with Tyreek Judge because he's been phenomenal for the academy. He has played in the Conference League as well. He played a couple of games in the Chelsea preseason, and he's a phenomenal player. And I think Marek he can be given a rest, and um, Tyreek George plays, in his stead. So, and then the midfield for me, this is a player that not many people know about. In the early stages of Clear Lake taking over Chelsea, he was signed, I think, signed from Norwich, and because he's not signed, he's not one of those players that play the sexy position. He doesn't play as a winger, as a striker, or even as a fullback, attacking wing back, or anything like that. He plays in the midfield. For me, I think he is, Caicedo 2.0. For me, I feel if we ever need to give Caicedo a rest, and given the fact that Lavia is always injured, or rather, his injury record isn't the best, so I would say Alex Matos is given an opportunity because he has it all in terms of being able to play, or in terms of the qualities you need or require to play, in that central midfield or central defensive midfield role. He's got the strength, he's got the agility, he's got the pace. I think he's robust as well. He's one of those youngsters that it's like a kid trapped in a grown man's body. So he's robust as well. So I think he would do well, if he's given the opportunity to play. So I'll be giving my starting lineup. I'll also be giving my prediction going into the game. So before I do that, I just want to mention some programs that you should not miss. You shouldn't miss at all. Include there's a Premier League recap show that always comes on live, a live stream show after the weekend's game have been played to recap all the major games that have been played, including Chelsea game, all the major fixtures that were played in the previous week. The video for game week 5 is up. You can find it on the channel and watch as well. But game week 6 will be coming up as well after the last game on Sunday. So keep your eyes open for that one as well. And then next gen Chelsea, which I'll be talking about Alex Matters and one other player. So you don't want to miss that as well. And then in addition to the regular preview shows like this one and the reaction shows as well. So keep your eyes peeled. Once the game is over, I'll be having a review of the game. I know the game is for 7:45, I think. It's at 7:45, 8 p.m. UK time. So keep your eyes peeled for my reaction to the game. So right now, I'll be giving my starting lineup. I'll be going with Philip Jorgensen in goal, I'll be going with Josh Achupong at right back because I think he has everything. He's got pace, he's got strength, and he's tall. I think he's 6'1", so he should be able to play there. And then in the defense, I know some people have gone with Badashiel and Disasi. For me, I'll go with Badashiel and Wesley Fofana again in the heart of the defense because Badashiel for me doesn't just cut it, but if he gets to play, I understand why he's played. Because this might be the only competition where Enzo Maresca may sort of trust him, because of course if you can play, again, if you can play well against a side like Barrow, with all respect to them, then you shouldn't be at Chelsea at all. And then at left back, I'll go with Renato Vega because he can do the inversion well and he can also play at left back, so perfect. We'll go with him there, no issues there. Then in the midfield, I'll be going with Alex Matos and maybe going with a Casaday as well. Casaday, Cesare Casaday, and Alex Matos in these central midfield positions. And in the 10 role, I probably would go with Nkunku and attack in the striking role, McGill, because this is the games that he should be playing. He should be given opportunities to really play this game because he's shown some positives. I know he hasn't really scored, but he's shown positive. His pressing, his off the ball work has been great, have been a plus, but he hasn't yet scored in a sort of competitive game. So that may be something that people could point out. But I think in this game, he should be able to start and have an impact on the game. And then on the left wing, I'll be going with Mikhailo Modric. Mikhailo Modric, this is a game where he should absolutely shine, keep his head up, and play his best. Enzo Maresca in his press conference was on about when he was talking about Misha. People were saying, "Oh, is Pedro coming up to take his wing?" He said, "No, still Pedro Neto and Madueke are my right wingers, and my left wingers are Misha, which is Mikhailo Mudrik, and Jadon Sancho." So this game, I feel this is one game he has to take the bull by the horn and give his all, because if you can play against Barrow, if you can have a phenomenal game against the side, then you should not be playing for Chelsea. All due respect to Barrow, because you just shouldn't be if you can't play well in this game. And then, so I've done just the striking role, which is McGill. So for me, this is my second 11. Of course, if things are not going too well, you can make changes here and there. But for me, I think this team should be more than capable of beating Barrow. So for me, this is what I'm going to say. For every player, not just Mikhailo Modric, for every player who is not a regular playing in this game, you have to take this game 1000% seriously. Because if you don't perform in this game, there are no arguments for you to, play in the Premier League or play in the FA Cup or even play in the Conference League. This is a sort of game, especially not just the competition, but especially against this side. This is sort of game where you should play your best. You should be able to dominate and show yourself. So for me, I say this is time to give you an opportunity. Josh Achupong, I don't want to see Disasi at right back. I don't want to see that. I don't want to even see Wesley Fofana at right back. Josh Achupong should be in that role, and then Tyreek Judd play on the right wing. On the left wing, it could work, but for the sake of Mikhailo Modric, he will play on the right wing, and Mikhailo Modric should play on the left wing. Now, for my score prediction for the game, be feeling a bit confident. I don't know whether it's because just coming off the back of the West Ham game, but this is a League Two side. Though they're in good form for their own standards, but I think just should be comfortable if there's proper application in the game and the game is taken seriously. I think Chelsea should be able to go out or run out 3-0 winners. So, especially at home as well. So, I'm predicting a 3-0 win, a 3-0 win. Let's see how it goes. So, at this point, we've come to the end of the video. Want to know your thoughts and opinions on the lineup and on the score as well. Drop your score predictions and your own lineup in the comment section. But meanwhile, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, click the notification bell so you're notified each time I post a video on the channel. So at the minute, have a good day and stay blessed.